for Polyglut L.A. And we're here today in Little Ethiopia on Fairfax Boulevard. I'm going to go around and give you the history of Fairfax before Little Ethiopia and post, and also go in some of the restaurants and let you get to see some of the foods from Little Ethiopia that you can come and taste. Hopefully, after watching the show, you'll come down here on your own and you'll get a chance to taste and smell our wonderful food from Little Ethiopia. So let me start off with the history of Fairfax before Little Ethiopia. Fairfax was basically a Jewish community before it became Little Ethiopia. There are a lot of Jewish stores, including Hanson's, which is actually the oldest and the only one now existing on Fairfax Boulevard. If you go north on Fairfax, you will see a lot of Jewish establishments, bakeries, and restaurants, and where a lot of the Jewish people hang out. This has now become Little Ethiopia, and is designated by the city as Little Ethiopia because now we have so many people here from Ethiopia and Eritrea. We have about over 30,000 living in Los Angeles who call LA their home. So I wanted to showcase some of the culture and some of the foods so you guys can see, and hopefully then you will come on down and check it out. So like I said, there's over 30,000 Ethiopians and Eritreans living in Los Angeles. This is the main fairway where people come here and hang out. They have music, they have food, they're having a festival, our annual New Year festival in September, which is coming up. They're going to close down this whole street, and they're going to basically have a fashion show. They're going to have booths. They're going to have things for kids. So check online, and I'm sure they'll have something about Little Ethiopia on that. And you can also check on our website, www.kblatv. That's www.kblatv. I'll have information on there for you so you guys can see, and then you'll get that information to come on down. So let's take a tour of Little Ethiopia, and you can see the sights and sounds, and not necessarily the smells, but you have to come on down for that. My guest for today is Patrick, who's the owner of Hanson's, one of the oldest bakeries in Los Angeles, and of course the oldest establishment here in Little Ethiopia. Patrick, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Great to be here, and great to have you.
So tell me the history, because I know it's these 7 generations that you guys have been around as far as Hanson's Bakery.
Yes, we've been here since 1940, and it's gone through 7 generations of family. On the 7th, basically it's gone through different kinds of cultures too. You know, there was Jewish people here, we called the Kosher Canyon. Before that it was a Scandinavian, and before that it was more of a earlier tradition was they didn't trade with money, they traded with bartering. Yeah, so it's gone through a lot of changes.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that about LA history. They always think that's in Europe or in Asia or in other places, but not necessarily in California or the United States.
Money actually started here in San Pedro as a currency in 1900, so yeah.
We'll have to come back and talk to you about that. You seem to know a lot about that history. It's okay. So tell about Hanson's and being a bakery here and being established here in Ethiopia on Fairfax Boulevard. How has your company or the bakery, what has it gone through in the last 20 years as far as people coming here to buy cakes? Who has come here? Anybody that we're familiar with?
Well, there's been thousands of people that have come through. You know, obviously you're looking for someone famous, and you know, we're looking at the Kardashians right here, and you know, your Ethiopian brothers, they were all lined up here, and you know, we have Jay Leno come in, we have people from other states, other countries, we have kings and queens, we have presidents, and we have the general public that comes in. That's the kind of people I want, you know, that they're going to come back and buy from our goods and then shop around and, you know, eat some Ethiopian food or, you know, enjoy the culture. And I've noticed that I'm staying open later because it's safer here now. Yeah, it's really changed for the better for most of the best part. I even opened up the bakery, and we sell cupcakes now and same-day cakes and made more of a cafe, so it's kind of a hip vibe here. Yeah.
Well, hopefully that means that more people will come down and just hang out here and get a chance to actually taste your cakes after eating Ethiopian food and take home some cupcakes for the next day.
Yes, exactly. That's what we like.
Exactly. Well, Patrick, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and good luck. And I'm not that you need it because your cakes are wonderful. I've actually had, every time I walk here, I'm like, okay, next time I have to wait. But thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
right.
All right, thank you very much. So we're inside Mercato, where I want to show you what some of the things you eat in a traditional Ethiopian meal. So of course we have here the injera, which is made with the teff as opposed to wheat. This is the darker version because it's made with teff, the traditional grain from Ethiopia. And it's also much more healthier for you. You have the coffee beans. This is in a raw form where if you go to an Ethiopian person's house, you will be served a traditional coffee ceremony. They roast it and grind it, and then cook it, boil it for you, and then you will have your traditional coffee ceremony, which I think anybody should try at least once in their life, because coffee does come from Ethiopia, not Italy. Okay, so this is where they are, the coffee. Here are the yellow lentils, and the red lentils and the brown lentils for any of the vegetarian dishes that you have. Most Ethiopians eat traditionally a vegetarian diet for the most part of the year. So this is very much a staple diet for Ethiopians. Okay. Then you also have the other injera, which is made mixed with wheat. And I think it's 50-50, maybe less more than 50%, so that's why it's lighter. This is what you eat with your fingers. We don't use forks or knives to eat in our food, okay? Then here are the spices that you put through, you can use for of course, Blvd is the traditional one that gets used in pretty much every single meal for lunch and dinner in a traditional Ethiopian household, okay? If you don't eat Blvd, you're not Ethiopian. That's all I can say about that. Now, shahi, which is the tea I talked about earlier, which is a tea that we drink traditionally. If you go to someone's house, they will serve you shahi. It's basically the same as chai tea from India, but we put it in water. We don't use milk. So, of course, you can buy a mixture of cinnamon, cardamom, and cloves. It's wonderful. Or you can also just drink it without the tea. Dark tea we use. Okay? So you can come and buy it here. Okay? So everything you need to make a traditional Ethiopian meal and drinks, whether it's shahi or brew, it's all here for you to buy at Mercato and Little Ethiopia on Fairfax Boulevard. So come on down and try your stuff, try it, and hopefully then you can become a wonderful Ethiopian chef. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you your names, starting with you, young man.
I'm Vincent.
I'm Louise.
Roman.
I'm Fabian.
Nice to meet you. Where are you guys from? Apparently, I can tell. So you don't live in LA? Oh. You're living in LA now?
Yeah, we're both from France.
I thought so. Okay, I thought so. Are you studying at UCLA?
Yeah.
Nice. Good school. My parents are both professors there. Yes. And what are you two lovely ladies? What are you guys doing here?
Yeah, I'm taking some English
Uh-huh.
classes.
Nice. I teach at an ESL school in Westwood and in Santa Monica. Yes. So I know. And then what about you?
I also go to UCLA and I'm doing really great there. Yeah.
So is this your first time in an Ethiopian restaurant?
Yeah, definitely.
Wonderful. And how did you guys hear about it?
From a friend. Okay. Yeah, actually I suggested to come here today.
Well, I'm glad you guys are here, and I hope that you enjoy your meal. And thank you for allowing me to interview you guys. All right. Well, enjoy. Bon appetit.
And